Let's be honest, if you've spent more than a minute on the internet, you've probably seen some drawings, animations, or gameplay videos made by a child. There are even games that weren't meant to be scary, but children turned them into horror games. You might be wondering why this happens, but don't worry, I'll explain it to you as I was a cringy kid back in 2010. Well, this, along with the countless hours I've spent insulting kids because they have different tastes than mine on the internet, until they become depressed, has made me an expert on the subject. I believe that what causes this the most is the fact that children generally tend to want to be treated as grown-ups. Since horror things often deal with taboo subjects that children are not allowed to see, it attracts them even more. It's a result of no one liking to be treated as a fool. We have all been frustrated with some ridiculous or simplistic aspect of a series or game. The fact that most horror revolves around serious topics like loss or existential crisis, combined with the difficulty of many horror games, makes them intriguing for young people. However, they also don't want to become too adult-like. The majority of works intended for a truly adult audience, as opposed to a teenage one, tend to bore children. These works are often long, complex, and address topics that are not interesting to a youthful audience. On the other hand, most modern horror games tend to incorporate elements that children can recognize. Just take a look at the creepypastas based on animated series or the mods of Friday Night Funkin' as examples. They can also touch upon universal themes, making them interesting to almost everyone, with aspects like fear of the unknown or death. A prime example would be the SCP community. By the way, speaking of SCP, because, honestly, most of these children would like the opportunity to gain fame or be recognized, and seeing others achieve that level of recognition within the community motivates them to create their own content. This, in turn, leads to the game having more content and becoming more popular. It's also worth considering that having a community to engage with and discuss something you love is enjoyable, even if there are some risks involved. But young people not only create games and art.
Y esta es la famosa mordida del 87.
Parpadear en serio me está poniendo los nervios. What the fuck? No, 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 algo tocado, no.
Horror games and YouTubers have a symbiotic relationship, with the YouTubers introducing the games to their predominantly child audience, and the games providing reaction. The mechanics of any other game wouldn't create as much tension in such a short amount of time. You don't need to have seen the previous episodes to understand the situation of the YouTuber in the game, and current audiences prefer immediate stimulation with relaxing sections. This makes jump scares, chases, and the overall structure of horror games perfect for playing on YouTube. But all of this is just filler at the end of the day. The real reason we play horror games, whether we're children, teenagers, adults, or elderly, is because we want something. We crave danger in our mundane lives, not unlike an animal in the zoo. It's good to know that we can discover new things, and that there are places where ideas can be shared by anyone willing to do so. And it's reassuring to see that children still have the strength to want to fight against monsters.